Hey, this is PolygonJohn, and I'm going to be showing you how you can take your project in Windows Movie Maker and export it with some really good custom render settings, as well as I'm going to explain what some of those settings do and what they are. So here's our project. I'm going to play it real quick. And this is actually an image sequence, so if you want to learn how to put image sequences into Windows Movie Maker, go ahead and check out the last video I made. So let's go ahead and export this. Go to File, Save Movie, and scroll down all the way to the bottom. We do not want to use any of these presets. We want to create our own. So I know this video right here is 1080p, and I'm going to go ahead and name this. I'm going to call it HD Preset Best. And the width needs to be 1920. And the height needs to be 1080, so our resolution matches up. Of course, you can make this, lower if you want to, but 1080p is definitely going to be best for us. And the bitrate is telling the codec, which I believe is H.264, that's what's compressing the video. It's telling it how much information per second to give to the video, and the more you give it, the better it looks. And this depends on a number of things. First of all, the higher you have a resolution, probably the more you need more bitrate, and frame rate as well. Obviously, if there are more frames per second, you'll want more information per second. And so for 1080p at 30 FPS, anywhere between 10 megabytes per second, megabytes per second, and 20 megabytes per second. But anywhere from between 10 and 20 work really good. So we're going to set this to 15. Of course, this is measuring it in kilobits per second here. Basically, that's 10 times less than a byte, so we're going to add an extra 0 there. And the frame rate for this is 29.97, that's basically 30 frames per second, and YouTube will understand either one. So go ahead and set that up. And the audio, I always like to set this as high as it possibly can go. So we're going to go ahead and save this preset, and I'm just going to save it in this folder it has it set up to be. And then we can go ahead and close. Now that we have created our preset, go back to Save Movie, and you can find our preset right here. You click it, and you can pick a folder. Let me go ahead, find it here. Let me just copy the path. I'm going to call it My Movie. Sure, why not? And it's going to go ahead and render, and I'll speed this up. Alright, so our movie has finished rendering, and we're going to go ahead and push play here. Check it out. And this looks pretty good. Not a whole lot of compression that you can see visually, but the video file size is definitely small enough to upload to YouTube effectively. So that's how you create your own custom render settings, and basically that's the nutshell of what a bitrate setting means as far as, codecs go. And you might want to go Google that. I'll leave something in the description if you want to really check out more about bitrate. So thanks for watching, and that pretty much concludes this little playlist I've created for Windows Movie Maker.